LEGO, it's a brand that is as recognizable as a Michael Jackson song, Marilyn Monroe, or I guess to fit with more modern times, Amazon. Growing up, everyone I knew loved playing with Legos, and while rarely can I afford to splurge on the elaborate, wonderful sets of today, whenever I receive one as the occasional gift, I still love constructing them all these years later. Legos are no stranger to the world of video games either, with releases dating back to the 90s. Of course, all of you simply must remember the amazing edutainment device, the Sega Pico, and its classic release, LEGO Fun to Build, right? Okay, you would have had to live in Japan for that one, where at least some people actually bought a Sega Pico, but maybe you recall some other LEGO games like LEGO Island, LEGO Racers, LEGO Stunt Rally, and the list goes on. Even today, there have been countless games, often themed around some of our favorite iconic characters. Why, just recently, another LEGO Batman game was announced, and even a LEGO-themed Mario Party clone, unabashedly named LEGO Party. Today, we look at the latest release from Lightbrick Studio, who previously brought us Builder's Journey back in 2021. The game was well received by critics and audiences alike, a freeform puzzle experience full of tiny dioramas to solve in a variety of ways. It was surprisingly poetic, short, and sweet, and the topic of today's video, LEGO Voyagers, seems to be cut from much of the same cloth. But did the pieces fit together? Or does LEGO Voyagers get lost at sea? Let's snap it all together in our full review. But real quick, you've likely heard that AI is destroying creators of honest gaming coverage like ourselves through its new YouTube update, hiding our videos and having our revenue. Heck, even some of your favorite creators have caved, churning out automated shorts and content, clogging up the search engine. If you get value out of what we do, which is bring you hand-typed indie gaming content written by actual human beings, and you'd like us to continue to be able to do it, build a bridge over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where you'll gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community. Enjoy early ad-free shows, receive a shout-out at the end of every video we produce, our podcast 3 days early, and so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. LEGO Voyagers is a 2-player co-op puzzle adventure game where you must work with a friend locally or online to rescue a spacecraft. You'll play as both a red and blue LEGO block who must snap together, hop across cliffs, and even build bridges and throw switches across a variety of different LEGO-themed landscapes. While the two blocks make plenty of adorable noises, there's no actual dialogue between these characters, with the story being more or less told through the game's charming, colorful visuals. Without words, the developers did an amazing job of making me feel attached to both the world and my 2 LEGO blocks. And yes, fun was fully intended there with the whole attached thing. Further drawing you into the world of LEGO Voyagers is a lovely atmospheric soundtrack, which features pleasant guitars, soft, soothing synths, and some really peaceful background noises such as water flowing and birds chirping. It's a game that is both relaxing to look at and listen to, while also feeling stress-free to play despite being built from the ground up for co-op play. How do you actually play LEGO Voyagers, you ask? It's simple, really. Each player will roll around predefined areas without all that many buttons to worry over. Players will snap into other Legos with ease, can grab pieces and shift them around, build out bridges, and take part in some light platforming. When snapping to your co-op partner, hilarious happenings are abound thanks to the game's physics, which are by no means perfect, but work just fine thanks to the forgiving nature of the game. Yes, you'll fall off cliffs without question, but players are brought back to life instantly, meaning there's no real penalty for death to be concerned with. And here's the other thing, LEGO Voyagers puzzles aren't very difficult. The task at hand is almost always an obvious one, but that doesn't mean the game is void of challenge entirely. Instead, the challenge comes in working as a team to gather pieces and throw switches at the right times. For example, one player may need to hold down a lever so that another player can cross a bridge. You may need to operate a giant magnet for your co-op friend. You may even need to hop onto that friend's head to reach an otherwise unreachable area. The freeform nature of the game did make it feel like I didn't solve a few puzzles perhaps as they were intended to be, but I actually like that aspect of the game. LEGO Voyagers performs well too. On my 4070, the game achieved 4K resolution with ease, and I didn't come across more than the occasional hitch here or there. The only thing I would qualify as a bug, if you want to even call it that, would be my character sometimes respawning into the incorrect location of the environment. The game eventually straightened itself out, but this did lead to a few moments of wondering whether I'd be able to solve a puzzle without having to restart entirely. On Steam Deck, with medium settings, I was getting around 45-ish FPS, while dropping down to low gave a somewhat stable 60 FPS, with some occasional dips here or there. You'll naturally need to have player 2 connect a Bluetooth controller to the Steam Deck to play 2-player together unless you're playing online, but it's a perfectly acceptable experience, though not my preferred method. Huddling around a small screen for a co-op experience such as this locally just isn't ideal. LEGO Voyagers is a lovely co-op game in a world where we don't seem to get enough of them. Its LEGO themes will resonate with fans of the property, but it's a delightfully fun time in its own right, even if a bit brief with a 5-hour or so runtime. This story of friendship delivers with simplified gameplay that makes for a great weekend with a friend or your significant other. It's the kind of game that reminds you that while single-player experiences are wonderful, co-op releases still have the unique ability to tap into a shared sense of wonder, laughter, and connection that's hard to replicate alone. On our scale ranging from the dreaded indie Krampus for the worst indie games of the worst, all the way up to the elusive golden genie lamp of approval for the essential releases you just have to have in your collection, I'm going to award LEGO Voyagers the silver genie lamp of approval.